Okay, welcome to another episode of Just Dan's. I'm Dan.
I'm Dan.
Two dads.
And two husbands.
That's right.
I'm married to
uh,
my wife, Lily.
and I'm married to the gorgeous Nat. We've got 4 kids. How many kids you got, Dan?
We got 2.
Beautiful.
And a dog.
I don't have a dog.
But actually, we'll go into that later.
So, I want to know though, Dan, normally do weather in a location globally somewhere. We've covered anywhere from Antarctica through to Russia or Japan. Today though, I want to talk about not necessarily a location, but a climate. What are your thoughts on humidity? Because I am struggling.
I like it when I'm cold.
You do?
So like during
But not snow though, because yesterday you
I
were
hate
saying
snow.
you hate the snow.
I would rather have it humid than cold and snowy. Like I would rather be hot outside.
But I'm really confused. You said you like the cold, but you...
No, I like the humidity when it's cold, meaning like I'm not a fan of humidity, but when it's cold outside, I like the thought of, okay, I want it to be humid. I
Right.
love humidity.
I'm actually a little lost. That's okay. So it's weather chat for today. We want to jump straight into this episode. The topic we're covering today. Before we even get there, I want to mention the fact that we've gotten to a point where it's been 6 months and just stands as a concept in January. We're now in July. 6 months has passed. And I want to talk about, Dan, you've been asked the question before. All right, your podcast, what's it about? I've answered it a certain way. How do you answer that question of what's your podcast?
I think the two things that I think of right away is like we talk a lot about kids and we talk about our wives.
Yeah.
So it's like there's almost like a family dynamic for it. But then I guess it's just like, well, if you were just to hang out with your friend and record yourselves, that's really kind of what it is.
Correct. I think the best affirmation I received or compliment was someone said they want to listen and they want to chime in to a topic. So it's just 2 guys chatting, and just picture that. If you're driving or if you're sitting somewhere and listening, that you can talk. You might look a little weird, but just throw your comment out.
Yeah, you can respond. Like we might not hear you like when you use your voice, but you can always write in. You can comment on something.
Please do.
You can send us an email.
Please do. Engage with us in some way.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Dan. Today's topic, controversy. We're being a little controversial, and we're going to rattle off a number of topics. We're not going to labor a topic, okay? We are going to talk about topics, but I have to preface it with this. Most, if not all, of what we are going to say, we don't believe.
Yes. Yes. Please rewind that and listen to it again, or we can just say it again.
We will repeat ourselves.
Yeah.
The thing, so don't cancel us, but we want to use this as a way of seeing a reaction. And if you feel a reaction from what we say, the purpose of that is so that you then go, I don't agree with that. But then what do you agree with, and why do you agree with that? So that is, I think, really important in society, because often we see something that inside we go, but then do we ever like think, dwell, reflect on, and understand why we had that reaction?
Yeah. No, and I think too, I like what you said, because typically when you hear something that you disagree with, you don't even know why. It's because you've thought this way your whole life, or, this is true, so this is why I believe that. But really think, why don't you believe what we're about to say? And don't get mad at us.
Or feel free to write a comment.
Yeah. I guess you could get mad at us
for even saying it. And isn't that interesting? People just say things and it leads them into hot water. And then all of a sudden there has been. When do you think the cancel culture started? When did people start getting canceled?
I think probably around like 2015, 16, I would say, somewhere around there.
So really,
I mean, I
people
think it's happened like in the past. Like,
definitely.
obviously things have happened, but I think around that time, 14, 15, 16, around there is really when it started to amp up.
Because I believe growing up, people were more forgiving. Media culture was more forgiving. People made mistakes, but restoration was a real thing. People
Yeah.
could be restored, but public profile politicians, be it sports people. I look at the AFL, and let me just say this. The Australian Football League, AFL, we've talked about it before. I don't even know if it's still a thing. I believe it is. There's a 3-strike policy with the AFL. So an athlete could have 3 strikes for, let's say, performance enhancing or misconduct in some way. Okay. And a banned substance or a party drug or something. 3 strikes, which even society don't have that. But
Yeah.
we have in our National Football League this notion of 3 strikes. And it's where really, I think society, it's a one and done society. Now, all right, Dan, I'm ready to jump in.
Okay.
I'm actually excited because the reality is, for example, controversial. You don't need a water bottle this large.
No.
You can survive on a small water bottle.
Almost like a shot glass. You just have to refill it a few more times, but you're getting the same amount of water.
Crazy impractical.
But it's possible.
Dan, I want to kick it off with this one here, and that is politics.
The topic that brings everybody together.
I think the Democratic Party, I think the Republican Party, I think they're actually the same party.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Really, I think they're both 50-50. They both have their different policies and they believe in what they believe in, and so therefore they're going to fight for that, and none of which is right or wrong.
Yeah, I think, they both have ideas. They might differentiate, but at the end of the day, they're pretty much the exact same people.
Same thing in Australia. I think Labor Party and the Liberal Party, that we're talking 1% difference between the parties, and it's really just a party. Like I don't think that's controversial at all. I think it's pretty normal, and people get really passionate about it though, Dan. And I really get a little frustrated at that because why? Can we just break it down for a moment? Break it down. Even if all their policy, financially, fiscally, in the budget, it would impact people by maybe 20% maximum in a year, your wage might go up or inflation might go up 10 to 20%, which would be wow. But people get livid, not even angry, beyond angry.
I was actually there was this controversial thing that this politician said, and I just went to his Instagram because I've never heard of this guy before. So I start looking, and the comments that people were saying in his comment section was like, "This has nothing to do with policy. This has nothing to do." They're like attacking who, like what he looks like, his daughter that he just had, and again, I don't. It's not like I know the guy. I probably don't even agree with the guy on whatever he said. I should look and see what it was he said. He said.
But people comment on like eyebrows and hair color and
That's what it was. Like you're
where
so
they had dinner last
ugly,
night, and
like you're so ugly. Your daughter's like, I can't believe your daughter it has a dad like you. You should die. It's like what?
like I don't.
What?
Where are we as a society? All right, our next topic is this. Christians are really weird. Christians are weird. And church, I think controversially, you can decline a planning center request and still be a Christian. I think you can miss a week of church and still be a Christian.
It's tough.
I think you can not attend a small group for a season and still be a Christian.
Uh, I don't. I don't think tithes and offerings are important.
Dad, even the whole concept of even you saying that, me hearing that, I think we can give without a giving message in church. I think we can still give. Do you know what? Interestingly, on this controversial topic, I myself have I never. I love a bit of clickbait every now and then, and I felt a reaction when I saw someone's post a few weeks back, and they said the church is actually just a business, so treat it like a business and stop asking for money and start growing up and being a business. What? What? And I, like, inside, I just was like, wow. And I nearly drafted this lengthy reply, and it just all the.
Did you know the person?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And apparently they had an overwhelming 50-50 response. And I read the comments of 50% were like, I hear you, I've been manipulated and all of that. But then the other half are like, where does it say that in the Bible? And you're completely wrong in what this and this and this. And so he's there advocating for one half, and I don't think he advocated for the other half as well. This is my take. I just think he didn't want to tithe. I said it. I didn't say who he was, but I said that. Take that.
He was over it, and so, yeah.
I think when people talk about money in church, I think it gets a little close to home for them, and they just want to save a penny.
It's always, I don't do this, but it's always funny when tithes and offerings come around. If you could see their reaction, or how they sit down a little bit, how they just bring their phone out, whatever it is just it's such a topic in the church that people just don't know what to do.
But then, okay, I want even me, I'm trying to defend it. Oh, I can't. Controversial topics. Dan, I've got to move on. The thing is this, I think we mentioned it before. It is okay to physically discipline your child.
That's a tough one, but I agree. I think...
And discipline out of anger.
Yeah. I think you can be as mad as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? I think you can smack them in the butt a little bit harder than what you should.
Laced with love.
Yeah, make sure you tell them you love them.
Yep. Dan, Ecclesiastes, in the Bible, it says there's a time for murder.
I don't think it's wrong to murder. Especially if you don't have hate in your heart. If you're not mad.
Yeah. You can murder out of love.
And they should look at it almost like the AFL looks at it.
3 strikes.
3 strikes.
You get 2, and then, all right, mate.
Yeah, okay.
Come on.
3's a little too much.
You can't be that happy about the 3rd. Yeah, all right. That's controversial, Dan. Corn syrup's okay?
Yeah, it's really good for you.
Moderation, but I
actually think it helps you, it enhances your physical ability to do things.
And higher the fructose content, better it is.
Yeah. It actually helps your skin scientifically.
Also, I'm disappointed about red dye 40 being taken off.
I could not believe they made that decision.
I think we need more red dye 40.
Yeah, they should actually start putting it in things that they've never put it in before.
I actually think it doesn't contribute to ADHD.
No, I don't think it contributes. I guess what I would say it contributes to is a healthier person.
Correct. I think more needs to be, there needs more dyes. More dyes.
Actually, could we buy it and just add it to our water bottle?
Same thing with MSG. I don't know why they took that off. I think we need more MSG in every food. Yeah.
I think it's just one of those things to where, I like the MSG because of the taste. So
it's just, it's food enhancing.
Yeah.
People take steroids. Why can't we have MSG?
That's a great example.
Bring back. There will be some scientists, mark my words, Dan, in the next 10 to 15 years who will discover, we need some additives in our food. You heard it here first. I think it's like all science. It all comes back around. They create this discovery, but then they rediscover something to undiscover what they discovered. And so therefore, additives and dyes, they'll be like, oh, we need color in our life. We're
It's
getting
the
too
main
bland.
ingredient. It should be a main ingredient.
Because the reality is, MSG is a natural ingredient in tomatoes. Did you know that?
I did not.
So it's a God-given gift.
There you go. Then it should be in every food.
Okay. What about exercise? I don't think you need to exercise then.
No, I don't think. I actually think it will wear your body down.
We are accelerating death by exercising.
Yeah, because even example, like you're lifting weights, right? You're doing a bench press. I feel like the weights are actually hurting your joints and, you know, everything else that's happening in your body. I actually don't think it's helping anybody.
The reality is, Dan, it does shorten a lifespan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're putting more on your body than what needs to be on your body. You should be sitting on the couch. You should be watching TV.
Yes.
Eating MSG with your red dye.
Yes.
That is a fulfilling life that it's not taken away from the physical.
Absolutely. So I think gone are the days of, this fitness billion-dollar industry. Just get a quick fix.
Cupcake.
Totally. A moment on the lips, forever on the hips, and that's okay. I think we can carry some weight on the hips.
I do too. I mean, Shakira.
Oh, she was bang on.
She spoke truth when she said hips don't lie.
Dan, you are spot on. Oh, Shakira. Okay, I actually think the best country in the world is not America.
I would agree with you on that one.
I think the best country in the world is not even Australia.
Can I say where I think the best country in the world?
Please, Dan.
Kazakhstan.
Ah, yes. Arid mountains.
Yeah, it's warm. Sometimes. There. I know nothing about Kazakhstan.
That's
literally, I know nothing.
My brain's drawing blanks.
I think it starts with a K and ends with an N.
I really wouldn't put warm in the Kazakhstan category.
Oh, that is so good. So it might be the second or third best country in the world, okay?
Totally. I think America, we're called you? I don't know.
Us.
How do we describe that?
You're you.
America, land of the brave. What's it?
Land of the free.
Land of the free.
Home of the brave.
I don't think freedom's okay. I think
they should take and I kind of agree with why they're wanting to limit some things for society. I think we should have a little bit less freedom with our life.
Well, we're not free to speak any day anymore.
Well, after this episode, we probably won't be.
And so, Dan, we're probably not even free to do what we want.
And I don't think we should be. I think we need to be controlled.
Yeah, I think so. Well, really, was America always free?
No. Till this day, it's still not free.
How? I don't even know where to go with that, Dan.
I mean, you can start with the very first topic we talked about, and that is why we are not free.
You are dropping some truth.
All right,
controversial truth. Now, I need to interject. We don't believe in this. At the halfway mark, if you're listening and if your blood is boiling,
here's our ad read. We do not believe what we are saying.
Dan, Apple's not the best phone product. Samsung's the best.
I actually like Motorola.
Yes, and yes. I think balding is okay.
I think we should embrace it. That's why I have embraced it. I actually went into my barber and I said, hey, is there a way that you could help me look a little bit more bald?
I think individualism is not okay. And I think we should start being more uniform as a society. Stop wearing something different. Wear the same thing.
Yeah. Almost like a private school.
Yep. But in society, I think we should all mow our lawn. I think we should all eat the same meal. I think we should all remove choice from our grocery stores and just give us one or two versions of everything in the grocery store.
Yeah.
Mm.
And whether you're allergic to it or not,
Mm.
that's what you get because we're all one. We're all the same.
Cool. That's interesting right there. That's interesting. I think, Dan, this is going to take a minute, even just coming out. This is very controversial, but the whole backflip of how this came to be controversial. Dan, I think marriage is okay. In 2025, as a controversial statement, marriage is okay.
That's a tough one. But obviously I'm married, so I agree with you. But yeah, I think it's a good thing.
And one spouse for the rest of your life, like one marriage.
You're committed to that one person
Controversial.
for your whole life. You choose to love that person for the rest of your life.
Monogamy is okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, one,
Juan,
uno.
just one wife for the rest of your life. That's a lyric. That has to be a country song.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. One wife and one dog and one truck. What a combo. I got my truck. I got my one spouse. You know? You can.
I thought you were going to keep going.
Oh, yeah. Well, I do need a guitar. You can't really go. It really drives the song, the guitar. Dan, next one. It's okay to judge people.
Yes.
Judge as much or as little as you want. Judge.
I would say judge out loud.
I think when someone walks past you and you don't like them, just give them side eye.
Yeah. Or even if they walk past you and you don't think they're good looking, you can tell them, hey, you're not attractive.
Yes.
Just let them know you're being honest.
Yes. It's not even criticism. I think it's okay to speak truth.
Yes.
But like, hey, your teeth are unusual. Hey, you've actually got some body odor. Whoa. Are you saying I smell? Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
It's okay even to I think theft is okay too.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I have never been against stealing something, especially if it's something you need.
That's right. Now, stealing for a want, maybe there's a line.
Yeah, I think there's some morality things that you have to discuss. It's like, oh, I just want this.
Yeah.
I think if you need it, like I need another car.
I would go, Dan, I give you permission. I don't know if the police do, but I give you permission. And that is if you find like a driveway or just a neighbor's house and they've got multiple cars, I actually think you can take one.
Why not? If they have multiple, they're not going to be missing it because they can just get in their other car.
And who's to say it's wrong? Because this is not controversial. This is some truth right here. There are cultures in the world where if you have excess, there's a term for it. Please write in the comments what the term is. But essentially, your village and your people can take from you, but it's not taking. It's because you've just got more and we all live together. Oh, it's actually in the book of Acts.
Interesting.
Wow. Controversial. Someone's got a need and someone's got excess.
So
controversial.
You said something with you don't mind, but the police might mind. I don't think we need police.
Wow. Well, it works in California.
That's what I'm saying. People love life in California. You enjoy the beach, the sunshine, no police. People.
I think they've got order. They're removing law, but
there's some order. Yeah.
Maybe let's just see as a case study globally. Let's see if this works. Dan, Joseph Smith, he might have been on the right track.
I'm a fan of Joseph Smith.
Oh, really? Like, it kind of contradicts what we did say before.
Yeah.
And that's controversy is a bit muddled here. Maybe polygamy is okay.
I think having your own planet with multiple wives,
Ah,
who wouldn't want to have that?
that's right. Correct. Who knows where he got that stone from and how he carried it all the way through. But maybe he was on the right track.
Yeah, I think he inspires some people.
Mm,
It might be a good word to use. He's very
mm.
inspirational.
And I think there is a certain number of people that do get into paradise, heaven. Only a certain number, though. It's capped. But they've increased the cap.
Yeah, I think it keeps going up. They're like, we actually really like you.
Maybe, the allocation has been exhausted. But in the next century, I think I've heard there's more openings.
So you have to wait.
Heaven's enlarged. Still do your work, guys, though. Still keep getting the numbers up there. And Dan, this one is very current and very controversial. Very current. I think I've said that enough. Recent, modern, in the past week. I think men can participate in women's sport. I think there's no physiological, biological difference. And I think that if men participate in women's sport, women will still win. Because women in tennis, they serve, their service game is the same as men.
They hit that ball hard. I actually think, even just in an MMA perspective, boxing perspective, why not let them duke it out?
That's right.
There's no difference.
No, chuck them all in the same ring. All together.
Why not?
Just a group MMAs.
Yeah. I think they have that like in Russia or somewhere, where there's like 4 or 5 people in a ring. I think they could do girls versus guys.
And I don't think we've come far in society from the Roman civilizations where they had the Colosseum.
Yeah.
That was minus the lions, but just chuck men and women in there. That's not controversial at all. I think that would be
You'd get some good views. Yeah. There'd be a lot of viewership in that. And I don't think anybody'd be upset. It's fair playing ground.
I think so. Well, we've come to a society where, there's no difference.
No.
There's no difference. Controversial, Dan. We don't believe this, by the way.
Yeah, this is something that we're messing around.
But it does beg the question. But before we go there, my final point, Dan. I think women should just submit to man.
I was surprised when I heard that some don't.
I think women should never have a microphone.
Yeah, I think if they do want to talk out loud, it has to be in a room with all women.
I felt dirty saying that. I've got to dial it right down. I've got to dial it right back. Then I am okay.
My heart started beating a little bit faster than that. I was like, "Oh, do we say something?"
I'm like, I can't breathe. So all right, now you get the real Dan. If you're still listening through this episode, and I think now we get to every episode of Just Dan's, because Dan's the best name, and this is our podcast. We get to a point where it's like, okay, all the stuff aside, just have a moment. Even like I feel like I'm relaxed now. Like I've been tensing for the past 20 minutes. And we said at the start of the episode, we in life, we just think what we think, and we're in echo chambers of our own society. I think in our own, because we really have these subsects in everywhere in life, and we talk with people we agree with, and very few people actually have a number of voices that challenge them day to day. And so if you're listening and something's evoked, so hear me out, hear my heart, ready for it? even if what we said we thought was controversial, and then therefore you are upset at what we said because we thought that was controversial, but you think that's mainstream and you believe in that, it's okay to have the conversation around it.
Yeah.
And I think, like, I do love and respect people for who they are, irrespective of what they think politically and what they think of this. You know, I think Jesus came around to love all people. He still corrected and he still did that, but he did that out of love. I think we're removing a lot of kindness, a lot of gentleness, and a lot of love in society.
I think you're 100% accurate with that. I try to make sure that my friends are not the exact same and believe the exact same that I do. So some of my close friends, they might not be married to a woman. They might not be a Christian. They might be a Muslim. But that does not devalue them as a human, and I can still love them and have conversation with them, and we can still disagree. But what we disagree on is so minimal compared to life that we live around with others. And I think I don't want to say that, my truth, what I believe is true, I believe. There's certain things that I am standing on, and I will never change my mind. I will never change my mind on that. But that doesn't mean I can't have conversation and ask questions to others. And guess what? I don't have to get mad about it because we disagree. I don't have to.
It's so true, because people there's so much hate and mad, and then they stop talking to a person, and I don't think that's right. And I think one of the best things in parenting is when your children start to sharpen you. And so I was talking with Hugo recently about, hey, if you're seeing your friends do this, and if you're in an environment where, they decide to do certain things, hey, it's totally okay for you to stand up and just to mention that to them. And he said, which I struggle with too, he's like, yeah, but Dad, I do struggle with then speaking in a moment like that. And I am guilty as anyone where maybe I do tolerate too much.
Yeah.
And no, it's loving. It's accepting. But actually, should I be mentioning out of love, in love? But hey, I don't think that's cool.
I think it's because the culture we live in, if you were to even do it out of love, just because you disagree, they think it and they take it as hate. Not they, just people in general. It's like, just because I'm disagreeing or don't think we should do this, now all of a sudden they get so upset and they're like, well, why are you hating me? Why are you judging? It's like, I'm not. I'm speaking. When we were taking the kids to the camp yesterday, I had that conversation with Josiah in the car of, you can be guilty by association. So you're around a group of people, they decide they want to do something, and even if you don't want to do it, and even if you're not really involved, but you're surrounded in that environment with them, you're guilty by association. And so it was kind of that same conversation. It's like, you either remove yourself or you stand up and you try being a leader and saying, hey, like, I don't think we should do this because, and he kind of said the same thing. He's like, that's tough, because what if they say this, they get mad, they get blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's going to happen in life. Like, people will get mad at you for standing up.
And when the Bible says to be in the world, but not of the world, so we're still to be in the world, but actually set apart. But it's a disconnect too. Yeah. It's really hard.
I think we still navigate that as adults. Like, you're still trying to navigate.
You're in the world and just in the world. Like, by accepting and tolerating, and like, there's certain things that's in the world.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Just Dan's, and we love you. We really appreciate and thank you so much for listening. I hope today has been, I know it's not a light-hearted, but the delivery, and I want you to think. And I think if I myself, as I expressed before, have been tense, it's there is right or wrong. But also, I've questioned and thought a lot, even myself taking away today. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. We are going to try and create some fun content, but also just some thoughtful content. We're dads, we're husbands, but we're Dans ultimately. And we love, I think what isn't controversial is the fact that the best name is Dan.
Yeah, there's no arguing on that one.
We're in agreement.
Thank you for agreeing with us as well.